Oh, man. Well, I've seen that and heard that story before. The Bulls have it in play. Horace Grant with it off to the right. Turns on the drive, takes it down the lane. The pull-up jumper, good. Horace Grant continuing to shoot extremely well in the early season. Brian Shaw into the front court, and Vincent is guarding him, so Jordan matches with Dennis Johnson. And Cartwright guards Parish at the high post. Dennis Johnson off to the right, swings it left to Bird, open 20-footer. Rimming, no. Rebound, Bill Cartwright. Off to Vincent. Sam Vincent pushes it up, guarded by Brian Shaw. Cartwright has it, in on Parish, goes left baseline, fakes, fadeaway shot on the way is good. Bill Cartwright gives the Bulls a 4-0 lead. Outlet pass stolen by Jordan. He saves to Vincent, right back to Michael, going to the hoop, lays it up, no, and a foul on Larry Bird. Michael Jordan on the line to shoot two. Doug Collins said he needs to up-tempo against Boston. He said, okay, if they are hurting, then let's push the ball.
That's right. They want to slow it down a little bit, Jim, and Doug wants to keep put a little pressure because these players have hit the old-time mark. Well, pushing 30.
Dennis Johnson, troubled by tendonitis. Danny Ainge not in uniform, sprained knee from the second game of the season against the 76ers the other night.
Michael's 11th steal, I believe, on the season.
And Michael drops the first free throw in. The second one is also good, and the Bulls out to a 6-0 lead. Bulls putting on some pressure in the backcourt. Now Dennis Johnson walks it across against Jordan.
Remember that word, walk.
Right. Bird outside left. Johnson has it top of the key. Brian Shaw right of the circle. Plays it out to Bird. Fakes on Sellers. Drives left the lane. Lead in shot. Bang through hard. McHale misses the tip. Rebound battle. Sellers digs it out. Flips it off to Jordan. Michael into the front court. Jordan comes down. Works it left. Feeds it underneath to Horace Grant. He missed the layup. And Robert Parish the rebound for Boston. We've got 10:42 left in the quarter. 6-0 Chicago. Dennis Johnson wide left, plays to Bird, left the lane. He takes it in, shoots the lefty shot up, rims it out. Loose ball foul on Brad Sellers going for the rebound.
Well, Bird 0 for 3. Oh, well, 0 for 2. I guess they won't count that one, but Bird has not been on. That time he took a left-hander running through the lane, bounced off the rim, and was fouled by Brad Sellers.
Bird says he was fouled on the shot. Jack Madden says no, the foul occurred on the rebound. Celtics have it in play. McHale against Horace Grant, low left, doubled up, back out to Johnson. Bird holding top of the key against Jordan in rotation. Here's McHale's half hook around and out. Rebound to Horace Grant. Lost it out of bounds. Boston has it. Boston comes in play to Shaw in the left corner. Bird has it now. Takes it to the hoop. Lays it up. Blocked. Goaltending. Larry Bird gets the hoop. So still the Celtics haven't gotten the ball in the basket. The goaltend on Cartwright.
They're 1 for 6 now, Jim, and this early going.
Sam Vincent up court for the Bulls. Wide to the right against Brian Shaw. Vincent drives down the lane, runs into people. Yes! In and draws the foul. Sam Vincent felt the contact from Robert Parish. He just pushed the ball over the rim and scored, and now he's on the free throw line.
That's what you've got to do in a continuation. He beats Brian Shaw easy coming to the left, but runs into the mountain of wall of Parish and McHale underneath. But the ball finds a net.
Sam misses the free throw. Robert Parish the rebound. Up court, Brian Shaw. Dennis Johnson off to the right against Jordan. Inside pass to McHale. Double up. Back out to Johnson. Foul line jumper right through. Every time, Johnny Kerr.
Every time that Michael doubles, they get the open man. They do that well.
8-4 Chicago. Vincent in the front court. Every time we come in here, Dennis Johnson is not shooting well. But he always does. Right baseline shot missed by Cartwright. Larry Bird, the Boston rebound. And the Celtics back trying to cut it to 2. Bird into the front court. Dumps it into Parish, low right. Back to Bird in the right corner. Back into Parish against Cartwright. Robert Parish holding in the low post to the right. 12 to shoot. Backs in the lane. Turnaround shot over Cartwright. Rimming, no. And on the rebound, loose ball foul on Kevin McHale. And that's his first.
One across the line for their big 3. Bird, McHale, and Parish each with a foul. And Cartwright gives something to the Bulls that they didn't have last year playing as Parish. That big hand up in the air.
They finally have a guy who can guard Parish one-on-one. Bulls in the front court. Cartwright has it left of the key. Right side, Sam Vincent. Brian Shaw on him. Sellers breaks out top of the key. Fakes on Bird. Drives the lane. Scoops Horace Grant. He lays it in. And a foul called.
Good motion by the Bulls. Boy, Brad Sellers was going to take that little shot. McHale came sailing out past him. He just took a step down the lane, and when he got there, McHale went up in the air, and he laid it underneath to Horace Grant. Grant put it up and got a left-hand push by McHale. That's number 2.
Little pump fake by Brad Sellers got Bird out of position defensively.
They all came to help, and Horace found it.
The bone spurs that Larry Bird has, they say, bothers him more defensively than offensively because the lateral movements that he has to make. Horace Grant hits the free throw. The Bulls have opened up a 7-point lead, 11-4. Here is Brian Shaw in to the left. This is to Parish for the dunk.
Nice play by Brian Shaw.
Doug Collins saying, push it up. Sam Vincent does. Jordan has it off to the right against Dennis Johnson. Michael in the drive, right of the lane to the hoop. Lefty layup is in. Michael Jordan with his first field goal. He has 4.
From being forced almost out of bounds at midcourt, he broke left, went down the lane, laid it up.
Bulls up 7 again. McHale has it against Horace Grant. Turnaround shot is in. Low left. Kevin McHale playing with 2 fouls early. Gets his first 2 points of the game, and the Celtics are warming up. Sam Vincent up court for the Bulls. Vincent off to the right against Brian Shaw. Bounce pass into Cartwright out of bounds. It belongs to Boston. 8:17 remaining opening quarter. Jimmy Rogers calling a play. Wants some motion in his offense. Brian Shaw out front against Vincent. Dennis Johnson picked up now by Sellers. Here's Bird in on Jordan, low right. And Sellers blocks his shot from behind. Cartwright takes it down. Gives it up to Vincent. So Brad Sellers does what Michael Jordan does so much. Vincent's drive blocked, but a foul called. Sam Vincent shoots 2. Brian Shaw picks up the foul. It was McHale on the block.
Well, the Bulls really penetrating, going through the hoop. Jim, that's what they called. They were talking about yesterday that the Bulls were beating some pressure, but really stopping at the foul line, not penetrating on in. And Sam has taken it in a couple times, Michael, and it's paid off.
But Sam misses the free throw. He's 0 for 2 at the foul line.
And that is very un-Sam Vincent-like.
Coming in, he was 2 out of 4 on the season, so now he's 2 for 6. Second one is in. Vincent with 3. The Bulls lead by 6. 7:56 left in the quarter. Wide to the right, Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson picks it up after 1 bounce. McHale swings it left to Brian Shaw. Shaw now to Bird, right of the key. Bird steps foul line, picks it up right side. Dennis Johnson over the top. McHale. He's doubled. Dennis Johnson shoots the open shot right wing, missing. Rebound McHale. Jordan popped it away from him out of bounds. Boston will throw in the right corner with 7:35 left in the quarter. Bird looks to bring it in. He flips into Shaw on the right wing. You don't have to go guard him out there, Sam. Parish has it left of the circle. Now Bird posting Jordan left of the lane. 12 to shoot. Michael strips it from him. Here comes Jordan into the front court. Long bouncer ahead to Horace Grant. In on Dennis Johnson. Missed the layup. Sellers tip. No. Loose ball foul. Brad Sellers, his second.
Good pass by Michael down the lane to Horace Grant, who had sprinted out on the left side. But Michael just picked the pocket of Larry Bird. He wanted Michael down in the post.
Shaw into the front court for Boston. Shaw off to the right. Bird has it wide right against Sellers. Bird goes cross court to Parish. Cartwright guards him left baseline. Parish turning. Nearly lost it. Dishes it back out to Dennis Johnson. 3 on the clock. 22-footer. No good air ball. Out of bounds to the Bulls, and a timeout with 6:55 left to go. Timeout here in Boston. The Bulls lead by 6, 14-8 on the Bulls Basketball Network. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Chicago Bulls for the entertainment and non-commercial use of our audience. Any reproduction or other use of this program without the express written consent of the Bulls, WLUP AM Incorporated, and Sports Vision is prohibited. Sports Vision would like to welcome its affiliate, Continental Cable, and their subscribers at Elmhurst and Wilmette. And, of course, on the radio side, WLUP AM 1000 in Chicago.
Well, we had a chance, Jimmy, for our TV viewers on the ISOCAM, exclusively on Sports Vision. Michael Jordan just picked the pocket of Larry Bird.
But the play just before the timeout, the ball was touched by the Bulls, and it wasn't a 24-second violation. Boston with it in play. McHale misses the foul line jumper. Parish the rebound. They get another crack. Boston is 4 out of 13 from the field now. Dennis Johnson, top of the key. Bird open shot 15 feet out. Nope. Rebound tipped in the air. Sam Vincent up to get it. And now the Bulls push it in a hurry. Vincent hustles it up on the drive. Scoops the shot, no good, but a foul called. Man, you keep going to the hoop, you'll be on the free throw line a lot.
It's on Brian Shaw.
It's his second.
You're right, Jim. And Doug is hollering, push it, push it, push it. And they are. They're getting back. The Celtics are getting shots off a half-court offense, not there. And Sam just takes it on down the lane. He'll be shooting 2 more. So he's to the line, shooting his 4th and 5th free throws in the first quarter.
Man, oh, boy. He's in and out with that free throw, and Vincent is 1 out of 4 at the foul line. So the Bulls unable to extend the lead with 6:35 remaining in the quarter. The second shot by Vincent. That's around and in.
Woo. He's hit the rim on every one of those free throws.
2 for 5 tonight. 4 for 9 on the season. 15-8 Bulls. Wide to the right, Brian Shaw holding on Jordan. Up top he plays to Dennis Johnson. Left wing is Bird in the lane. Shoots it up. It's in. Larry Bird with 4. That's the first shot, though, that he's taken that's gone in. He got a hoop on a goaltending call. Dave Corzine in the lineup for the Bulls, and Horace Grant is guarding Bird, but Bird has to come and guard Horace. Corzine, top of the circle. Right corner, Jordan. Michael comes up shooting right wing. Rimming, no. Rebound, Boston. Brian Shaw comes out, pushing it on the dribble. Shaw into the front court. Hesitation move. Bird comes left. Shoots it up left to the circle. Good.
That was their first running play, and it still ended up with a shot outside. Bird 3 for his last 3.
A 3-point lead for the Bulls. Michael Jordan on the move right of the lane. Spins on Dennis Johnson. Under pressure. Scoops underneath. It's stolen by Boston. Bird jumped into the passing lane and made the steal. They run the floor to Robert Parish. Fakes on Cartwright. Half hook. Rimming. No. McHale lays it in. Kevin McHale with 4, and Boston has cut it to 1. They've scored 6 in a row. 5:27 left in the quarter.
That time the 35-year-old Parish beating everybody down the floor.
Sam Vincent into the front court. Cartwright has it left of the key. Right side is Vincent. Shot clock at 10. Cartwright low right against Robert Parish. Now he's doubled off to Vincent. Sam in the lane. Left side Corzine. He comes up shooting good on the left wing. Dave Corzine extends the Bulls lead out to 3. 17-14. Dennis Johnson controls it for Boston. Bird against Horace Grant, top of the key. Kevin McHale low right. Doubled up in the post, out to Dennis Johnson. The 18-foot set shot missing. Rebound, Corzine. Corzine flips it off to Sam Vincent. 4:47 left, opening quarter. Jordan off to the left, shoots the long one. Good. Michael Jordan nailed one from wide to the left. He hit that one from Springfield. He's got 6 points in the game.
Well, he'll be there someday, too.
That's right.
Just make a little visit on the side.
5-point Bulls lead. Brian Shaw into the front court for Boston. Shaw against Vincent, off to the right, has picked it up. Here's Bird, open, left to the circle, shot on the way, around and out. Michael Jordan spears the rebound. Jordan into the Bulls front court. Stops the dribble wide right, right corner, Horace Grant. Corzine has it now against McHale. Turnaround jumper, in and out right of the lane. Rebound tipped off to Bird. Outlets the ball to Brian Shaw. Shaw pushes it ahead to McHale. Spins to the hoop, lays it in, no good. Cartwright, the Bulls rebound. Up court, Horace Grant. Horace closing on the left against Bird, picks it up. Outside Vincent. Sam takes it right to the key, turns on the dribble. Now the Bulls have the full complement of players set up in the offense. Jordan with it off to the right, 8 on the clock. Michael holding on Dennis Johnson. Jordan hesitation move, fadeaway shot on DJ. Rimming, no, but a foul on Dennis Johnson. That's his first. Michael Jordan shoots 2.
Well, Michael wasn't really going. He was looking for the shot, but he wasn't going until he had Dennis Johnson's hands right in his face. And he took that fadeaway jumper to hit the rim and fell out. He really worked on DJ. DJ never left his feet, and then I still didn't come up with how he got the foul, but Michael shoots 2 and
he
misses
the first one. The Bulls, after Jordan shoots the second, will have attempted 10 free throws already. But they're not shooting very well at the foul line, and the second free throw is in. Michael with 7, and the Bulls lead by 6 with 3:45 left in the quarter. Brian Shaw, quick drive, baseline left. Picks it up in the left corner. Parish has it now. Parish hands to Brian Shaw, wide left, 12 on the shot clock. Shaw on the move, jump pass off to McHale. And Jordan steals the ball, but a reach-in foul called on Michael Jordan. Oh, man, he had a clean pick, and he had open court in front of him.
And the crowd loved the foul, but they would have much rather, I'm sure, seen the end result if he was allowed to go all the way down the end of the court. Now Jim Paxton's going to come in the game. Michael just reaches right in on McHale. He'll bring that ball down where Michael can get a look at it.
So Paxton is in for Brian Shaw. They get a little offense here. They may lose a little bit defensively. Paxton has it outside left, guarded by Vincent. Into McHale, and a foul on Corzine, trying to hold McHale out of the blocks. Wait a minute. Who's the foul
40.
on?
Yeah, he said 40.
Okay. Corzine with his first. That's 14 fouls on the Bulls. Boston has it in play. Outside left is Paxton. Jim Paxton's pass into McHale on the post against Corzine. McHale turns left baseline. Half hook on the way. Rimming no good. Cartwright, the Bulls rebound. Outlets to Vincent. If he can get there, he does. In the front court to the right. Vincent comes left to Jordan. Michael in the left corner against Dennis Johnson. Shot clock at 15. Jordan against Dennis Johnson. Works around a Cartwright screen. Off to Cartwright on the rollout. Laid it up.
Oh, he knocked it out. It's goaltending.
No call. Parish with his hand in the net. Then he blocks Cartwright's second attempt. Oh, man, he had his hand up in the net. There was no goaltending call.
We'll take a look at that one maybe a little bit.
Dennis Johnson off to the left against Jordan. Bird down the lane, lays it up, no good, and Horace Grant the rebound. Off to Jordan, sidesteps Johnson. Michael flies into the front court, 20-footer right wing, book it. Michael Jordan has 9, the Bulls up 8, 2:30 left in the quarter. Dennis Johnson into the Boston front court. And off the ball, we get a whistle. Another foul on the Bulls. This one's on Cartwright, and a timeout taken with 2:24 left in the quarter. 22-14 Bulls. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. Let's pause for station identification on the Bulls Basketball Network.
Your station for the best in all Chicago sports is right here. Sports Vision.
Join us Friday. The Nets are in town. Every fan entering the stadium will receive a free Bulls calendar. Remember, Bulls tickets at the stadium, Ticketron, or call 853-3636. Well, that foul on the Bulls, Bill Cartwright puts the Bulls over the limit, and Robert Parish is on the line to shoot 2 for Boston. These will be the first 2 free throws the Celtics have attempted. The Bulls have attempted 10.
And that was an shooting foul, but as you mentioned, Jim, in the penalty, he'll get him. It was jockeying for position down low.
Even though the Bulls have attempted 10, they've only made 6. And Parish is around and in with that one. 2:24 left to go in this opening quarter. Parish again. That one's no good, and Corzine the rebound for the Bulls. Sam Vincent brings it up. 2:19 left.
Boy, the Bulls can put some pressure on here. I smell something good tonight.
Sam Vincent off to the left. Vincent has stopped the dribble into Cartwright. Cartwright against Parish. Wheels in the lane. Jumps the hook up. Rimming, no! And the rebound taken down by Parish. Dennis Johnson into the front court. Johnson head of the key. Right side, Jim Paxton. Parish top of the circle. Swings it left to Dennis Johnson. Guarded by Jordan. 8 on the shot clock. Bird at the foul line. Over the top, Parish. Lost the ball. Michael Jordan comes out with it. Here's Jordan on the drive. In on Dennis Johnson to the hoop. Lays it in. Michael Jordan. Now you see it, now you don't. He's got 11. And the Bulls are up 9.
I got him with 3 steals.
That's what I had. Boston on the attack. Down 9 with a minute and a half left in the quarter. Outside left, Dennis Johnson. Steps in. Bounce pass into McHale. McHale feeds out to Bird. Side steps, works around a McHale screen. Nearly traveled. Gets it off to McHale. Turnaround shot is in. Low left. Man, they worked that post to death, didn't they? Sam Vincent, top of the circle. Plays to Jordan. Off to the left against Dennis Johnson. Vincent has it out front against Paxton. Shot clock at 13. Right corner, Jordan. Michael shoots out of the corner. Book it. Michael Jordan with 13. He hit that from Hyannis. It's a 9-point lead for the Bulls with 54 seconds left in the quarter. McHale, low left, doubled up, has picked up the dribble, and illegal defense whistled against the Bulls. Michael Jordan.
Here we go. Defense warning has been issued to the Bulls.
Now Bird will throw in. Foul line extended left with 51 seconds left. Bird comes into Dennis Johnson. Bird has it right of the circle. Can't get the shot away on Horace Grant. Outside left, Jim Paxton. Long jumper, rimming, no, and Cartwright the rebound. Gives it up to Vincent with 36 seconds left. Bulls might go 2 for 1. Let's see. Vincent in the front court. Vincent takes it left of the lane, kicks off to Grant. The ball off his hand and out of bounds. Sam Vincent on the drive. Actually gave it up a little too soon. If he'd have waited, Horace would have had it dunked. because Horace was cutting to the bucket and he threw it behind him. Bulls will get it again on 24-second possession. 5 difference. Shot clock at 16. Outside left is Parish. Dennis Johnson gives it up to McHale right of the circle. Here's McHale at the foul line. Half hook on the way in. Kevin McHale, a lean-in half hook. He's got 8. It's a 7-point lead for the Bulls with 10 seconds left. No shot clock. Michael Jordan into the front court. 6 seconds. Long jumper by Michael. No good for 3. Parish the rebound. 2 seconds. Off to Dennis Johnson. His hook from the other end. Banked off the glass. No good. And after 1, Chicago up 7. 26-19 on the Bulls Basketball Network.
Electricity, the sound, the suspense, the entertainment, the fun, the game, the Bulls. Tickets for all home games are on sale now. Pick the teams you want to see, the dates you want to make. Call 853-3636. The game is only the beginning.
Well, tickets for all Bulls games are on sale. Plenty of good seats remain for almost every game. For available dates, call 853-3636. Purchase tickets at the stadium, at Ticketron outlets, or by calling 853-3636. Well, Michael Jordan, of course, is very much involved in whatever the Bulls do, and he's really been involved on both ends of the floor so far in this game, right?
Well, he had 10 steals coming in a game, and we had a chance to see Bird with the ball a little minute ago. He threw it into Robert Parish, bounced off his knee. Michael picked it up for steal number 3. Was able to take it wire to wire as he just blew right on by Dennis Johnson, laying it up off the glass. So Michael at this stage, from where we are, Jimmy, looks like he might be right after that steals crown. He's got 13 so far on the season.
And he's got 13 points in this game, so offensively, Michael is on a 52-point pace here. And Boston shot 32% in the first quarter, the Bulls 53%. Brian Shaw back on, he brings it up. He replaces Dennis Johnson. You got both Paxsons on the floor now, John and Jim. Parish throws over the top to McHale, and Jordan makes the steal. That's his 4th. Michael Jordan into the front court against Brian Shaw. Takes him in from the left side. Turns on him, goes baseline to the hoop, missed the layup, and Robert Parish the rebound. Boston coming back, Brian Shaw on the drive, jumps, here's Jordan, another steal. He popped it out of bounds, though. He almost had another pickoff. You know, Doug Collins likes to refer to him as his free safety. He's been playing like that, hasn't he?
How'd you like to take a hit from him as a free safety?
Here's Brian Shaw against John Paxson. Turnaround shot, good, left to the lane. Brian Shaw's first 2 points of the night. The Bulls lead is 5. Jordan into the front court. Outside left, Brian Shaw guarding him. Jordan calls out a play. Hesitation move. Spins in the lane. Has picked it up. Paxson swings to Sellers in the right corner. His shot is in. Brad Sellers' first 2 points of the night. Bulls back to a 7-point lead. Boston in the front court. Jim Paxson right side against Jordan. Out front Shaw. Bird has it against Sellers. Left of the key. Bird works left around a Parish screen. Goes into the corner. Comes up shooting. Rimming, no. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul on the Bulls. It's on Corzine or it's on Cartwright? Cartwright. Bill Cartwright second.
Well, they're catching the Celtics on a poor shooting night. You got to capture those rebounds, not let them get inside for the second shot.
Kevin McHale comes in to Brian Shaw. Shaw holding on John Paxson. Now he drives him around a Bird screen all the way to the hoop. Shoots it up, banked it in. Brian Shaw with the last 2 buckets for Boston. Sellers pushes on the drive for the Bulls. Slows it down in the front court to the right against Bird. Gives it up to Jordan out front against Shaw. Michael plays left to Sellers. He goes across the lane, backs it out to John Paxson, guarded by Jim Paxson. 10 on the shot clock. Pax throws over the top into Cartwright. Low right against the Chief. Cartwright to the hoop. Bird knocks it away. Jordan shoots a 3-pointer out front. It's in.
At the buzzer.
Michael Jordan sends 250 to Charitables from True Value, and the Bulls lead by 8, 31-23 with 10:13 left in the half. Michael Jordan in the playoffs here, remember a few years ago, dropped a 63-point load on the Celtics, and he's got that look about him tonight. Bird holding to the right, feeds it into Parish. He gets the dunk on Corzine. Robert Parish with his 5th. A 6-point Bulls lead this trip with 9:50 left in the half. Jordan works right of the circle. Gives it up in the right corner to Paxson. Corzine, top of the circle. Corzine throws to Paxson in the right corner. He comes out, dumps it into Cartwright. Wheels baseline right. The hook is around and out and taken down by Bird. Man, Bill Cartwright's had his shot all over the rim. Here's Jim Paxson on the left wing. Giving it up to Brian Shaw, right of the circle, shot on the way, good. Brian Shaw is in his last three. He doesn't shoot that well. 22nd timeout taken by Doug Collins with 9:24 left in the half. The Celtics have cut a 9-point Bulls lead down 2-4, 31-27, and they've done it with some unexpected help from Brian Shaw, their rookie guard.
Well, Brian Shaw takes the place of Dennis Johnson, and he's hitting that shot. He's come right down a couple times to get the easy shot. You know, you talk about Cartwright being all over the rim, Jim. He has been. But remember, last night he played 40 minutes in that game, and a bruising 40 minutes against Patrick Ewing. And now, again, going out against Parish, who has been able to run down the court. But Parish, they had a practice yesterday, a shoot-around. They didn't have really, couldn't have been much of a practice. 4/5 of their starting lineup missing, so they were at 3-on-3 shooting. And
this Boston Celtics team, this veteran combination that they've had here for so long, championship caliber club, boy, they have worked together, and they plays, and Bird just looks inside, fakes, and then hesitation move by Robert Parish, and the next thing you know, it's a dunk. Now Brad Lojas has come in to replace Robert Parish. Horace Grant is on for the Bulls, replacing Cartwright. Paxson against Paxson, off to the left. Horace Grant fakes it, head of the key, comes left to Paxson. Left corner, Jordan against Shaw. 10 to shoot. Michael a fake, drives it, spins in the lane, takes the hanging shot up, around it in, and draws the foul. Michael Jordan is on the line. Bird, Larry Bird with his second.
well, he's trying to show the rookie some moves. He went by him, but he ran into some tall timber. He went down a baseline, reverse to the middle. Now McHale picks him up. Paxson, Bird on the left hand, and Michael hits it off that rim so softly and tries to collect a three-point play here.
He's got 18 points in the game. His free throw gives him 19, and the Bulls lead by 7 with 9:09 remaining in the half. Brian Shaw calling a play for Boston, guarded by John Paxson, top of the circle. Inside Bird, Jordan, another steal. Here comes Jordan on the drive, takes it in on Brian Shaw.
Woo!
He's saying, hey, Rook, when I dropped the 63 points on him, here's how I did it. Bird shot right wing, banked in. Larry Bird quickly counters for Boston, and it's 36-29. Jordan off to the right against Brian Shaw. Michael fakes the move, plays it off to Grant, right baseline shot, in and out by Horace, and the rebound to Larry Bird. Boston coming back, down 7. Bird into the front court, guarded by Brad Sellers. Brian Shaw has it off to the right. Here's Jordan, another steal. Up court to Horace Grant, and he'll beat Bird to the hoop for the layup. Horace Grant scoring, and the Bulls are up 9 as Michael Jordan has stolen the show here in Boston Garden. Timeout taken by the Celtics. 8:22 left in the half. 38-29 Chicago. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. On the Blues, you can see it all on Sports Vision tomorrow night at 7:30. 8:22 left in the half. Anthony Jones has come on to replace Michael Jordan for the Bulls. Michael Jordan with 6 steals in the game, 21 points. Half-court trap being applied by the Bulls. Brian Shaw out to the left has picked it up. They're all over him. Plays the ball to Lojas. Off to Bird. Right baseline shot by Bird is in. It's a tough team to press. Larry Bird has 10. The Bulls lead is 7 as John Paxson comes into the front court. Pax plays to Brad Sellers out high left against Lojas. 14 to shoot. Horace Grant's pass kicked by Bird. The Bulls get a new 24, and they will trigger foul line extended right.
Boy, they're going to need it. That did not look like a very good set offensively. So the Bulls will restart it at 24.
Sellers on the bounce into Paxson. Horace Grant turning top of the key against Bird. Right corner shot, Anthony Jones. Rimming, no. Larry Bird the rebound. He's got a mess of rebounds in this game. Brian Shaw, lead bounce pass to Lojas, and it's knocked out of bounds by Horace Grant. With Bird guarding Grant, I'm wondering why they don't post him.
Down low, right?
Bird will throw in, baseline right. He comes in play to Brian Shaw. Shaw on the move against Paxson, into the lane. Left corner, Jim Paxson. His long jumper missed. Rebound, Horace Grant off the deck with 7.5 minutes left. 38-31 Bulls. John Paxson up court. Working around a Corzine screen, 20-foot shot, good top of the key. John Paxson drills it, his first 2, and the Bulls are up 9 again. Brian Shaw back for the Celtics. Wide to the right, out front, Jim Paxson, head of the key. Right side is Shaw, over the top, McHale, half hook, around and out. Rebound, Horace Grant. Grant feeds it off to Paxson. Pax pushes on the dribble into the front court. Pax off to the right side, right corner, Sellers. Corzine has it right of the key. Shot clock at 13. Sellers on the right wing, holding on Lojas. Over the top, Grant. Got a foul on Bird. That's his third. Larry Bird. They did exactly what we said.
That's right, Jimmy. They went down low, and they were going to get it into him, and a good reverse underneath by Horace Grant. Didn't get the basket, but he got the call. Now Jimmy Rogers is going to look for somebody on the bench.
Bulls have it in play. Horace Grant, top of the key. Right side, Anthony Jones. Long outside shot is short. Rebound headed out of bounds. And Jim Paxson tries to save and does to Lojas. Now Brian Shaw into the front court. Ahead of McHale. The hook is in. Kevin McHale with 10. Boston within 7. 6:34 remaining in the half. John Paxson brings it up against Brian Shaw. Pax off to the left. Gives it up to Anthony Jones between the rings. Left side, Paxson. Low left, Grant. Back out to Pax. Long jumper, left wing, book it. John Paxson gets a three-pointer and another 250 to share the Bulls from True Value. Bulls up 10. This is their biggest lead of the game. Right corner, Bird. Low right, McHale spins in, and Anthony Jones the foul as he reached in on Kevin McHale. First foul on Anthony Jones. Now Robert Parish comes on for Larry Bird.
He was going with the shot, so...
Man, what a big front line they'll have now with McHale, Lojas, and Parish out there.
Yeah, but don't have the versatility. Bird gets him that hoop right after a basket. Michael gets a slam bang. He's down the other end shooting.
Now
you got
really
to press.
Want a half court
now you want to put some real pressure on these guys.
Kevin McHale hits the first free throw. He's now 7 out of 11 from the foul line on the season. In tonight's game, he has 11 points. The Bulls' lead is 9 with 6:08 left in the half. McHale again, that's in. It's an 8-point game. 43-35 is the score. John Paxson up court for the Bulls. Cartwright ready to come back for the Bulls. Horace Grant swings it left to Paxson. Pax guarded by Brian Shaw into Grant. Turnaround shot low left, banked it in. Horace Grant kissed it off the glass. He's got 9. Bulls back up by 10. Brian Shaw up court for Boston, works into the left corner. Lojas has it out to the left, holding. Now Paxson Jim on the dribble to the right, guarded by Anthony Jones. Low right, Parish feeds to Jim Paxson. He laid it in. Got it to the open man. It was Jim Paxson. Anthony Jones was in the double team. It's the whistle for
Horace Grant and somebody else. They're trying to stop him from doing something.
So the Bulls have it in play. Clock running, 5:33 left in the half. An 8-point Chicago lead. John Paxson into the front court. Plays it to Corzine out high left. Pax comes up shooting left wing. Rimming no. Rebound, Brian Shaw hustles to the ball. They run the floor to Jim Paxson. Takes it all the way. Lays it up. Block. Foul called. Jim Paxson shoots 2. No block. No foul, I mean. Simply blocked out of bounds to Boston. Michael Jordan coming back. Cartwright is in. Sam Vincent coming back. Doug Collins wants to keep fresh people in the game because he knows the Bulls need to push the tempo. They've got Dennis Johnson on his way to the scorer's table. Lojas from the left baseline into Shaw in the left corner. Shaw around a Parish screen. Into the lane. 10-footer. Short. Cleared by Horace Grant. Up court to Vincent. Sam takes it on the drive. Pull-up jumper right of the lane. Right through. Sam Vincent with 6. And the Bulls back to a 10-point lead. 5 minutes left. Brian Shaw controlling for Boston. Lojas has it off to the right into McHale. Low right against Corzine. Turnaround shot by McHale. He missed it. Rebound Horace Grant. Sam Vincent up court for the Bulls. Vincent pushes it. Takes it in for the left side. Backs toward the left corner now. He's got Cartwright in the post. His pass is tipped away. McHale the steal. Up court to Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw to the hoop. Scoops it up. No good. Taken down by Corzine. Off to Vincent. Sam Vincent back. Lead pass to Grant. Went through his legs, and it's picked up by Robert Parish. Boston coming back the other way with 4:25 left in the half. Brian Shaw front court to the right. Lobs it into McHale. Low right. He's doubled up. Outside, Jim Paxson, head of the key. Left corner shot on the way. Brian Shaw. It's in. He's found his eye here. He's got 8 points, 4 buckets in the second quarter. Boston within 8.
That pass to Grant was just a little bit too tough, Jim. Come off the floor here.
What was Shaw shooting from the field coming into this game? Here's Michael Jordan in the lane. An 8-foot shot on the way right through. 23 for Michael Jordan, and the Bulls back to a 10-point lead. Jim Paxton with the top of the key, outside left. Lojas, he misses the long jumper. Corzine the rebound. Reggie Lewis ready to come on for the Celtics. Horace Grant takes it in on Lojas. Offensive foul called on Horace Grant. Now, it didn't look from here as if Lojas had established position, but Grant turned sideways into him, and the call went against Horace Grant.
Horace Grant did, Jimmy, took it in, and
he's still moving. That's a block.
Tough call, and now into the game, Reggie Lewis comes in. Sellers back in the game as Grant leaves, and to reply to your question, he was shooting 43% before tonight.
And he's perfect so far in the second quarter. So Dennis Johnson, who's on, brings it up for Boston. Lojas has it off to the right into McHale. Low right against Corzine. McHale turns in the lane. Jordan blocks his shot. Lewis gets it. Shoots over Sellers. Good in the lane. Reggie Lewis with his first two. 49-41 Boston. Coming into tonight's game, the Celtic bench was shooting 37% from the field. Here's Sellers giving it up to Jordan, wide to the left. Michael on the drive, feeds off to Cartwright. And he traveled, trying to make a move on Robert Parish. So now ragged play by the Bulls, getting the Celtics back into the game. 3:10 left to go in the half. Dennis Johnson brings it up. He's guarded by Vincent. Off to the right, Lojas. 14 on the shot clock. Reggie Lewis outside against Jordan. Left to the lane, shoots under pressure. Nope, Cartwright the rebound. Gives it up to Vincent. Sam Vincent pushes on the dribble. Turns on the dribble and takes it back out, gives to Jordan. Michael outside left against Reggie Lewis. Corzine low left against McHale. Jump hook in the lane, partially blocked, cleared by Lojas. Reggie Lewis has it now for the Celtics, who look to cut it to 6. Lewis in the left corner has lost the dribble. Lojas swings it to Dennis Johnson on the right side. Into McHale, low right against Corzine. Off to Dennis Johnson underneath. His shot's blocked by Cartwright out of bounds. It went off of Dennis Johnson, says Jack Madden. The Bulls have it with 2:25 left and a timeout taken. 49-41 Chicago. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. 15th, the Bulls host the 76ers. The first 10,000 fans will receive a Bulls magnet schedule, compliments of the Chicago Sun-Times. Remember, Bulls tickets available at the stadium at Ticketron or by calling 853-3636. 2:25 remaining.
Now they've got
half. Corzine back.
They've got the ball at that end of the court. Now, what was there?
A jump ball. We had a call one way by one official and the other by the other. So
Larry Bird back in the lineup.
This is a key moment for the Bulls. They want to hit halftime with a substantial lead. They lead by 8. But Jimmy Rogers Celtics now with some frontline people back in there along with Reggie Lewis. Big height advantage to the Bulls. Cartwright to go up against Dennis Johnson. And Nolan Fine, the rookie official, will toss it in the air.
Pick out somebody you want to give it to now.
Hey, Dennis Johnson shoved Cartwright on the tip, but it's controlled by Sam Vincent.
They would like in the NBA to eliminate all jump balls if they can.
Sam Vincent into the front court. Right side hounded by Dennis Johnson. Vincent works into the corner. Jordan has it top of the key. Michael comes left, drives into traffic, fadeaway jumper, blocked, cleared by Parish. Lead pass stolen by Jordan, and there's 7. Michael Jordan with 7 steals. Jordan off to the right, standing dribble against Reggie Lewis. 15 to shoot. Michael on the drive, baseline right to the hoop. Scoop shot won't go. Larry Bird takes it down as Jordan goes down. Reggie Lewis comes back for Boston the other way. Feeds McHale in the left corner. Bird has it out to the left. Now to Dennis Johnson down the lane. He misses the layup, but a foul called, and Dennis Johnson is on the line to shoot 2 as Cartwright picks up his 3rd.
Well, Michael disappeared on the other end as he went through a lot of traffic, and then down this way, Dennis Johnson gets a pass down low, comes through, and gets fouled.
Horace Grant will be coming in for Cartwright with 1:41 left. Reggie Lewis maybe got a piece of Michael's last shot.
But then Michael came back and got the steal and took it all the way down. I thought he might have got wrapped a little bit, but
at least as hard as Dennis Johnson did. Dennis Johnson missing the first free throw. Robert Parish bumped Michael on that layup attempt, but that foul wasn't called, and now Dennis Johnson's second free throw is hit. Dennis Johnson with 3. Boston is within 7. The Bulls have missed some opportunities to really extend on the lead with 1:35 left in the half. Sam Vincent plays to Jordan, left of the lane. Michael spins in the lane. Turnaround jumper over Lewis. Yep, Michael Jordan hits the shot from the left. We have him with 25 points on the night. Bulls lead by 9. 1:21 remaining. Reggie Lewis outside left against Jordan. Reggie Lewis works foul line, gives to Bird. Bird against Sellers. Bounce pass into McHale. The half hook is in. They're getting some great shots again. 14 points for Kevin McHale. The Celtics within 7.
Dennis Johnson taking Vincent now for a little bit of a rest.
Here's Vincent coming left, gives to Sellers. Sellers guarded by Bird, outside left, shot clock at 10. Sellers wide left, turns on Bird, has lost the dribble, 6 to shoot. Sam Vincent left of the lane, left corner shot, Brad Sellers on the way, right through. Brad Sellers, a big bucket, he's got 4. The Bulls up 9 with 48 seconds left in the half. Bulls could use a defensive stop this trip. Dennis Johnson holding out to the left, over the top into McHale, guarded by Grant. McHale fakes a turnaround, lead in, flip, good, and a foul on Sam Vincent, who stuck his hand in the cookie jar.
Are you going to get down in there? You better get down in there tight and not let him out. He just has some great footwork. Now he's got Horace Grant. Horace trying to stop him from going baseline. And as Sam comes over, he just ducks in between, strong enough to lay it off into the hoop, and he'll shoot for 3.
Kevin McHale with 16 points. Has hit both free throw attempts tonight. 37 seconds left in the half. His free throw is in, and Boston has cut it to 6 with 37 seconds left in the half. Michael Jordan brings it across for the Bulls. They need a 2-for-1 here. Jordan head of the key. Works it right of the lane. Fakes on Lewis. Comes up shooting. In and out. Rebound Kevin McHale. Reggie Lewis brings it up for the Celtics. Hey, they should have more time on the clock than that, shouldn't there? There was about 5 difference when Michael shot the ball. No shot clock. 12 seconds left. Dennis Johnson. Right corner Bird. Over the top is McHale. Jordan another steal. That's 8. 5 seconds. Jordan into the front court. 3-pointer from the left. Short. Sam Vincent's follow. No good. We're at halftime. The Bulls lead by 6. They led by as many as 10. It's 53-47 here in Boston Garden. That's the halftime score on the Bulls Basketball Network. Both teams have returned to the court here in Boston Garden as the Bulls are in front of the Celtics by 6. It's been the Michael Jordan show so far with 8 first-half steals. That's a Bulls record for the most steals in a half. And, well, I know that's going to highlight your highlight package, Redhead.
Well, I'm not going to highlight it, Jim, but look at the turnovers. 8 turnovers, and Michael had them all. Okay, here's the first one. Who else but Larry Bird on a drive down the lane, flips it high, and over the front of the rim into the hoop. But Michael Jordan gets a little pass in the backcourt. He makes a little stutter step. Kevin McHale said, I think I can slow him down. Jim Paxson said, I got him. No, you haven't. He's got 2. And the highlights were mostly around Michael Jordan in this play as the ball went down in low to Parish. He fumbled it for a minute. Michael Jordan comes out with it, takes it wire to wire, and goes right around. Dennis Johnson lays it up off the glass. Beautiful play. Well, he had another steal to go with those 8. Cartwright came down with the ball, went up in the air. Bird blocked it away, out to Jordan. Jordan flipped it on down and knocked in 3, a 3-point play. And what would our highlights be, Jimmy, without Michael coming down and slamming the ball right over the rookie, Brian Shaw?
Well, Michael Jordan leads the Bulls in scoring with 25 points. He's the only Chicago player in double figures. Horace Grant has 9. As for Boston, Kevin McHale with 17 in the first half. He's 7 of 14 from the field. Bird 5 of 12. He has 10. They're the only Celtics players in double figures, but Brian Shaw is 4 out of 6 and has 8 points at halftime. He got all 8 points in the second quarter. The Bulls up 6. Their biggest lead was 10. We'll be back with third quarter action after these messages. Back here in the Boston Garden, Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr as the Bulls lead it by 6. In the first half, the Bulls shot 52% from the floor, Boston 43%. The rebounds were fairly even. The Celtics with a slight edge, 22-20. And the 8 turnovers by Boston, the direct result of 8 steals by Michael Jordan. Those 8 steals tie a Boston Garden record for a game. The NBA record for the most steals in a game is 11. And the Redcoats are here tonight, Redhead. The Redcoats are coming.
Well, they'll need everything to try to slow down this team that played last night in such a physical effort, Jim, against the Knicks. Take a lot out of you. And I know that the Celtics aren't 100% healthy. They kept talking in the paper about Larry Bird having surgery on a
Bone spurs.
Achilles
problem.
Achilles, and if he has that, he could be out for quite a long time.
10 to 12 weeks, the newspaper story said.
And that's probably when we play him again in 10 to 12 weeks.
Next time we play him here is in March. So he would be back, right.
Just before we pay our taxes. What a double hit that is.
All right, Brian Shaw walks it up. Comes into the front court against Sam Vincent. Bulls need a good third quarter. Dennis Johnson wide to the right. Kevin McHale has the top of the key against Horace Grant. Outside left is Shaw. Dennis Johnson on the left wing. Gets it into Robert Parish against Cartwright. Parish comes into the lane. The half hook rimming. No. Parish the rebound. Steps back up. Knocked away by Jordan. Picked up by Dennis Johnson. They reset the shot clock. Here's the ball being knocked out of bounds by Brad Sellers. I didn't think that ball touched anything up there that second time.
Now, Parish went in, got his own rebound after a missed shot, and you can't do that. He was the leader for them in rebounds, Jim, in the first half. They out-rebounded the Bulls 22 to 20. He had 8.
Boston has it in play, 14 to shoot. Wide right, Dennis Johnson guarded by Sellers in the switch into McHale. He hooked it in. Kevin McHale brings the Celtics within 4. 19 points for Kevin McHale. 53 to 49. Bulls. Sam Vincent into the front court. Brad Sellers head of the key against Bird. Sellers holding. Plays it left to Vincent. In it goes to Grant. Turnaround shot from the left. Cleared out of there by Robert Parish. Now Boston has a chance to cut it to 2. Dennis Johnson into the front court. Brian Shaw, top of the circle. Right side Bird. Wide open shot on the way. And Michael Jordan takes down the rebound. That's the second rebound for Jordan tonight. So he has 2 block shots, 8 steals. Passes it out of bounds. He tried to feed Horace Grant on the right side. The Bulls being careless with the ball right now. And with 10:35 left to go in the third quarter, Boston again with a chance to cut it to 2.
I thought they got careless in the last 2 minutes of the first half, and it continues over here a little bit.
Here's a steal by Sam Vincent. He'll take it all the way against Brian Shaw and lay it in. Vincent slowed down trying to get the hit from behind, which would give you the breakaway foul, but the rookie didn't do it, and the Bulls up 6. Brian Shaw on the drive into the lane against Vincent. Kicks out to Bird, 20-footer right of the key. Rim's no good. Parish the rebound as it came out long to the right. Parish in the post now. Bounce pass out to Shaw. He fires the long one. No good. Rebound tipped off to the Bulls, but a foul on Michael Jordan over the back of Larry Bird.
Bulls foul is on number 23, Michael
Second
Jordan.
foul on Michael Jordan.
Second personal foul.
First team foul. And again, Boston gets another chance.
They only had 4 offensive fouls, rebounds in that first half. Now they come up again with a couple right now.
In the first 2 minutes of the second half, Brian Shaw feeds it wide left to Dennis Johnson. The long jumper is good on the left wing. Dennis Johnson has 5, and Boston is within 4 again. 55-51. Sam Vincent hustles it up, feeds it off to Sellers in the left corner. Here's a pass deflected. Cartwright gets it back out to Vincent. Shot clock at 12. Vincent dances left against Shaw. Brad Sellers, 20-footer, top of the circle, is in. Brad Sellers has 6 points on the night, and he's 3 for 3 from the field. Larry Bird holding it at the stripe to the right side. Off to Parish for the layup. Nice move by Boston. Robert Parish with 7.
He just slips in. He looks like he's going to set a screen and just slides down a lane, and Bird gives him that soft pass.
Sam Vincent off to the left to stop the dribble against Shaw. Sellers has it now over the top to Cartwright. In on McHale. Has it blocked by McHale. Boston coming back. Brian Shaw to the front court. Dennis Johnson outside left against Jordan. Drives down the lane. Lays it in. Draws the foul. And the Boston Celtics are right back in the game.
And Jordan, was it?
Yep. 3 fouls on Michael Jordan. Second team foul.
Dennis Johnson gave a little crossover to Michael, went down the lane into traffic. Brad Sellers went up, looked like Brad got him, but they say Michael did, and now Dennis Johnson to the line, and the Celtics are back. The Bulls very careless.
The free throw is in. It's a 1-point game with 9:02 left in the third. So Boston right back in the game quickly here in the second half after the Bulls led by 10 in the first half. Michael Jordan off to the left against Johnson. Takes it on the drive across the lane to the right. Hayne jumper. Nope, foul called on Brian Shaw. That's his third. Michael Jordan shoots 2. Dennis Johnson giving the rookie some advice on how you play this guy.
He's not really sure, but he thinks he knows a little better than a rookie.
Well, when they tried to do this in the playoffs at 86, go one-on-one with him, Michael lit up Dennis Johnson for 63. Jordan hits the free throw. That's 26 points for Michael in the game.
I think they're still going to have to go in to establish Cartwright as low post.
Michael hits them both. I agree with that. Cartwright with only 2 points tonight. He had his last shot blocked by McHale. The Bulls up 3 with 8:45 left in the third. Brian Shaw runs the show. Starts it with McHale wide to the right against Horace Grant. Bird has it down low right against Sellers. Turnaround fadeaway. Go in and out. And a foul on Brad Sellers. Larry Bird shoots 2. 3 fouls on Sellers. That's 3 team fouls on the Bulls.
Jimmy Rogers from East Leiden, University of North Dakota. We talked to him about coming up through the system. A lot of assistant coaches, Jim, leave to go somewhere else to be head coaches, but Casey Jones stepped aside. He took over, and Bird now shoots 2.
And he's right through with that first one. Bird is 5 for 15 in the game. Bird knocks them both down. He's got 12 points tonight. Boston has cut it to 1 with 8.5 minutes left in the third. Sam Vincent off to the left. Backs it out between the rings, being guarded by Brian Shaw. Cartwright has it out high left. Feeds Vincent on the right wing. 9 on the shot clock. Cartwright low right in on Dennis Johnson. Turnaround jumper, good. Bill Cartwright scored in the mismatch.
Well, maybe they're listening.
Every time we say something, they do exactly that. 8:10 left. Bulls up 3. Dennis Johnson off to the left. Works at top of the key. On the walk right, plays to Bird. Bird fakes on Sellers. Works on the dribble to the foul line. Fadeaway jumper. Rimming? No. Horace Grant the rebound. Sam Vincent brings it up for the Bulls. Horace has 6 rebounds tonight, all defensive. Sam Vincent right side dishes for Sellers, top of the circle. Sellers backs it out. Here's a steal by Brian Shaw, and he's going to take it all away. Brian Shaw lays it up and in. Brian Shaw with 10. Boston within 1, 7:34 left. And suddenly the Bulls aren't advancing the ball as quickly. They're not getting the easy opportunity shots that they were getting earlier tonight. It's 61-60. Jordan out left, quick drive in on Dennis Johnson. Pass Parish for the 2-hand dunk. Man, 29 for Jordan.
And all he did was a sight pick from Cartwright.
Here's a scoop shot, good, and Shaw as he quickly counters for the Celtics. Sam Vincent up to the court for the Bulls, but they don't have any kind of numbers. It's 1-on-4. Right corner, Jordan. Outside Vincent. 14 to shoot. Left corner, Jordan against Dennis Johnson. Michael fakes, feeds out to Vincent. Sidesteps Shaw, 3-second call against the Bulls. Boston has it after this timeout with 6:49 remaining in the third quarter. The Bulls lead is 1, 63-62 on the Bulls Basketball Network. Well, remember, for our sports audience on WLUP AM 1000, Kopic on Sports, weeknights 7 to 10, and Monday nights from 7 till 8. It's the Doug Collins Show with Chet Kopic, and you can join in on the phone lines as well. On the Loop, AM 1000.
Well, offensive rebounds, Jim, in the game. The Bulls have got 2 of their 20 rebounds, and we got those in the first half. Boston has got 6 for 6 points, and they've got 4 points off the 2 that they captured here in this quarter so far. But the Bulls are a little bit sluggish, not really attacking. You're right, they've slowed down a little bit. Maybe you'll see the pace picked up by a little bit of pressure on them, but you can't let them lull you back into their tempo of the game. The Bulls had an up-tempo game going, and it really was working well for them.
6:49 remaining in the third. Dennis Johnson brings it up for the Celtics. They look for the lead. DJ in the front court against Jordan. It would be their first lead of the game. Bird has it off to the right, holding on Brad Sellers. In it goes to McHale, low right against Grant. McHale off the dribble, nearly lost it. Now he's double-teamed. Bird has it, swings it left side to Dennis Johnson. Long outside jumper, good, and Boston has taken the lead. Dennis Johnson with 10. 64-63 Celtics. Michael Jordan calls a play in the Bulls front court. Jordan on the dribble, slips, spins into the lane, hook pass off to Horace Grant. His shot blocked by Parish. Horace again, and a foul on Parish, and a goaltend. Yes, I think so. Wait a minute, let's see.
2 shots.
2 shots only. Robert Parish with his second foul.
Oh, he's made some beautiful pass by Michael Jordan, first of all, over the shoulder to spot Horace Grant. He went up, and Parish blocked the shot, but came down with the foul.
Horace drops the free throw in. Man, Michael Jordan slipped on that play. Lost an assist because of the block by Parish. And now Horace Grant's second free throw is good. And the Bulls are right back in front, 65-64. 6:06 left in the third. Celtics operating in their front court. Bird has it out to the left, fakes on Sellers, drives the lane, lead in, flip is in. And Boston up 1. Larry Bird with 14. Michael Jordan into the front court. Jordan right side against Dennis Johnson, takes it down the lane, stripped the ball from him. Jordan gets it back in the left corner, and a foul on Bird. That's his 4th.
Number 4 on Bird. Michael dove down the lane, looked like he was going to get the shot off, had it blocked, went for it, and Bird fouled him. Number 4. Now Jimmy Rogers a little bit concerned.
Not yet, though.
No, not yet.
Outside left is Sellers. Sellers, a jump pass stolen by Parish as he circled the post. Jordan, another steal. No, he tipped it away from Shaw, and Shaw got it back. Right baseline shot, rimming. Good. Boston in front by 3. 68-65. Sam Vincent brings it up for the Bulls. Sam Vincent right side now to Horace Grant, top of the key. 12 on the clock. Cartwright, right baseline shot. Good over Parish. Bill Cartwright brings the Bulls within 1. Dennis Johnson up court for Boston. In it goes to McHale, right of the lane. Turnaround shot over Grant, short. Sam Vincent, the rebound for the Bulls, who come back looking to regain the lead. Vincent drives into the front court. Carry the ball, no call, then shoots it up, no good. Larry Bird, the Boston rebound. Celtics back with a 1-point lead. Dennis Johnson throws it ahead to Parish. Robert, right of the lane, shot on the way. Rimming, no. Tip try, McHale missed. Ball out of bounds to Boston. Looked like McHale was on the back of Horace Grant. Here's Reggie Lewis coming in. Larry Bird going out. John Paxson coming on for the Bulls. Sam Vincent going out. Dave Corzine coming in.
They got some big guards in there.
Yeah, but Lewis is in as a forward.
All right, Brad's going to leave.
Oh, man, and Corzine's replacing him. Horace Grant will guard Reggie Lewis. Corzine matches up with McHale. Boston has it in play to Dennis Johnson in the left corner. Reggie Lewis left of the circle. Scoops it outside to Shaw. Wide right, Reggie Lewis. Bounce pass into McHale. Low right against Corzine. Right side, Brian Shaw takes the outside shot, missing. Rebound, Horace Grant inside of Reggie Lewis. So again, the Bulls with a chance to recapture the lead. Jordan comes into the front court. 4:23 left in the third. Michael outside left against Dennis Johnson. They've isolated out to the left. Shot clock at 10. Legal defense whistled against the Celtics. That's their first of the game. Each team now with
that was accidental. The Bulls didn't know where they were going, and Paxson and Grant crisscrossed, and nobody went with them. They called it illegal defense. Time was running out on the clock. Jimmy had about 8-9 seconds. They weren't in anything, so now they reload for 24 and get a warning.
The Bulls come in play to Jordan. Michael off to the left against Dennis Johnson. Standing dribble. Jordan on the drive. Stops foul line. Kicks it off to Paxson. Shot clock at 14. Paxson dribbles left. Back out to Jordan. Michael on the drive against Dennis Johnson. All the way in for the right. Lays it high and in. And the Bulls have taken the lead. 31 points for Michael Jordan. That equals his season high set last night. 3:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Lewis losing the ball. Picks it up, gives to Johnson, head of the key. Outside left, Brian Shaw. The open shot is banked, no good. Rebound, Parish over the back of Cartwright. Loose ball foul on Robert Parish.
All right, number
The fans boo the call because it hasn't been made all night.
No, just before that, Horace Grant had inside position, and it looked like McHale went over with a reach foul on him, but all right, that's 3 on Parish.
And for Boston as a team, that's 3. Paxson in the backcourt. They put pressure on him, and now break away as John brings it into the front court against Brian Shaw. Packs off to the left. 14 to shoot. Michael Jordan out front. Plays it inside to Horace Grant. Turnaround shot no good, but a foul called. And Horace Grant shoots two. Who's on that foul?
I think that was Lewis. Lewis on the foul. And Lewis has been used to playing the big guard spot. But they were able to get it down into Horace, take position. He was fighting for position to get it from Paxson, and then Michael dropped it on down. So it was just a little easy turnaround. He got fouled, and Grant perfect from the line in 3.
Perfect in 4. That'll increase his 74% free throw shooting. Jim Paxson on for Brian Shaw. The Bulls are back up by 2 with 3:25 left in the third quarter.
This is the 4th game of the year, and what would odds be the two brothers would be playing against each other on the Bulls? We had Horace and Harvey, and now Jim and John Paxson.
Horace Grant hits the second free throw. 13 points for him. The Bulls up 3. Dennis Johnson running the show for Boston. Wide to the right against John Paxson. Illegal against the Bulls is a technical foul. Second illegal defense tonight against the Bulls. So Dennis Johnson will go to the free throw line and shoot the technical. He's 2 for 3 free throwing, 10 points scored. Bulls return home Friday night, remember, against the New Jersey Nets. Dennis Johnson drills the free throw. The Chicago lead is 2. Brad Lojas into the game, replacing Kevin McHale for Boston. 3:18 left. And now Will Perdue about to make his big league debut if he can get the warm-up pants off.
Somebody show him where the buttons are. The snaps, get it off.
On those new warm-ups, those snaps are tight. Will Perdue comes in to play Brad Lojas. Doug Collins picking a good spot for him to come in so he doesn't have to play one of these veteran post players. Here's Jim Paxson off to the right. Paxson's holding the ball to the right against Jordan. Reggie Lewis fakes on Horace Grant, left of the lane, can't get the shot away. 10 to shoot. Dennis Johnson throws into Parish. Turnaround shot over Corzine, rimming, good, and Boston ties the game. Robert Parish with 9. 2:55 left. John Paxson outside against Jim Paxson. John turns on the dribble left, a bounce pass into Perdue, and a reach-in foul on Lojas. They're over the limit, and Will Perdue will be on the line to shoot 2 after this timeout. 2:46 remaining in the third. It's tied in the Boston Garden, 71 all on the Bulls Basketball Network. Let's pause for station identification on the Bulls Network.
You'll find more of the sports that Chicago sports fans want to see here on Sports Vision.
Say, Bulls fans, you know, the season ticket cap has been put in place at 13,000 full season tickets, and a waiting list has been started for any seats that may become available in the future. To add your name to that list, call 943-5800, 943-5800. Will Perdue on the free throw line with a chance at his first big league point.
And he can give the Bulls a lead.
His free throw is good. That's tough when you come off the bench cold and get fouled right away.
It's better than coming off the bench and fouling. You'll be back on the bench again.
He misses the second one. Bulls up 1, Boston the ball, 2:42 remaining. Jim Paxson up court against Michael Jordan. Dennis Johnson plays it back to Jim Paxson on the right wing. Robert Parish out high against Corzine. Dennis Johnson holding left, 10 to shoot. Reggie Lewis top of the circle, fakes on Grant, drives the lane, lays it in, and Boston has the lead. Reggie Lewis scoring, 4 points for him. Horace committed to the outside shot, and then Reggie Lewis drove past him and scored. Michael Jordan behind the back dribble off to the left. Works around a Will Perdue screen. Takes it right of the lane, shoots over Lojas. Short. Rebound out to Boston. Reggie Lewis kicks in the dribble. Now controls it in the front court. Right side, Jim Paxson. Underneath, Brad Lojas. Lefty hook is in. Brad Lojas puts Boston up by 3. 1:58 left to go in the third.
I'll tell you something about that a minute from now, Jim.
John Paxson holding left on the dribble against Jim Paxson. Horace Grant top of the key against Reggie Lewis. I'd rather see that down on the blocks. Here's Jordan right of the lane. Michael shoots and hits the reload shot. He's got 33. The Bulls are within 1. 1:38 left to go in the third. Jim Paxson comes up court for Boston. Right side picks it up. Plays it into Parish, low right. Parish against Corzine in the post to the right. Fakes on Corzine, turnaround shot, rimming, no. Lohas the rebound, hooks it up, no good. A foul called on Purdue. Brad Lohas shoots two, and tell us about his play around the basket.
Well, he got that little hook shot earlier, and you and I came here. We saw Tommy Heinsohn, a former coach and a great player with this team, now doing their announcing out there, working with Lohas, taking that little hook inside. And what happened? Lohas got the ball, took the hook inside, and now beats Will Purdue inside for the rebound. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Mark Akers comes in for the first time tonight, 6'11", second-year player out of Oral Roberts, and he replaces Robert Parish. Parish got a 3-minute rest in the first half, none in the second half until now. Lohas' free throw is good. Michael Jordan is out for the Bulls as well as Sam Vincent comes back, and Brad Sellers comes in to give Horace Grant a rest. Lohas has given Boston a 2-point lead with 1:25 left in the third. Lohas delivers again. That's in. And the Celtics are up 3.
The Bulls have got 7 points off their bench only.
Their bench had been performing well. Purdue's shot from the left is banked in. So Will Purdue records his first big league bucket. And he keeps the Bulls within 1. Dennis Johnson controlling for the Celtics. Right side Reggie Lewis against Sellers. 12 to shoot. Lohas out high against Purdue. Fakes the outside shot. Dennis Johnson holding with 8, now plays to Akers on the left wing. Back out to Dennis Johnson. Long jumper, bank no good. Will Purdue the rebound. Off to Vincent. Bulls hustle it up the floor looking for the lead. Sam Vincent top of the circle. Right side is Paxson. Back out to Vincent, 14 to shoot. Vincent plays to Paxson, left side against Jim Paxson. 10 on the shot clock. Hook pass to Corzine against Akers. Corzine's half hook rimming good from the left baseline. The Bulls have taken the lead. Dave Corzine with 4. 32 seconds left in the third. So the Bulls will get it again on 24-second possession. Jim Paxson in the weave against John Paxson, top of the key. Now Reggie Lewis has it. Wheels in on Brad Sellers. Fakes, plays it left to Jim Paxson. He goes in deep, hooks it in. Jim Paxson got a right-handed hook down against heavy defensive pressure, and Boston leads by 1 with 13 seconds left, no shot clock. Sam Vincent walks it up and calls the play.
2 high centers.
6 seconds left. Corzine out high. Left side is Vincent. Sam shoots the long one on Dennis Johnson. Rimming, no! And after 3, Boston leads by 1. 79-78 is the score on the Bulls Basketball Network. New Jersey in the stadium on Friday, and every fan entering the stadium receives a free Bulls calendar. On Tuesday, November 15th, the Bulls host the 76ers. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls magnet schedule, compliments of the Chicago Sun-Times. Bulls tickets at the stadium, Ticketron, or call 853-3636. Will Purdue got some action here in the third quarter. He responded with 3 points and scored in a low post move on Brad Lohas.
Nice turnaround bank shot. But he'll hear about letting Lohas get inside for that hook and then beating him to the rebound. That's something you got to work on to get that time. So they'll come out and keep him in the game.
Because Boston keeps Akers and Lohas in the game. Paxson, Brian Shaw, and Reggie Lewis.
Everybody else resting up for the stretch run.
The Bulls have Vincent, Paxson, Sellers, Corzine, and Purdue. And the Bulls have the ball to work the length of the floor, left to right, trailing by a point. In the first half, the Bulls led by as many as 10. Full court pressure by Boston. Bulls get it in play to John Paxson. He brings it up against Jim Paxson. Pax outside left, dumps it into Corzine. Low left against Akers. Left corner, Sam Vincent. Back into Corzine, shot clock at 10. Vincent drives in for the left side, lays it up, no good. A foul called. He laid the ball up. He's calling a pass off?
No, he's calling offensive foul. I think.
Offensive foul.
Except Mr. Madden said, he said it was on
Mark
Akers. I'll tell you what, that Nolan Fine signal was
a pass-off, is what he called.
Okay.
And Jack Madden, I think, overruled. It is a shooting foul for Vincent.
I thought he called an offensive foul on Sam. Sam went in the heap and threw it up.
Hits the free throw. It's been a struggle for him at the line. He is 3 of 6.
And he was our smoothest free throw shooter last year. He put streaks together.
Second one on the way. That's in. So now he's hit his last 3 in a row, and the Bulls have taken the lead with 11:40 left. Brian Shaw up court for Boston. Outside left, Reggie Lewis. Drives the lane, fade away on Sellers, rims it no good. Rebound, Brian Shaw, he lays it in. Another offensive rebound.
The kid was there all alone for the rebound, Purdue.
John Paxson controlling left for the Bulls, who trail by 1. Paxson out to the left into Corzine, low left against Akers. Left corner is Vincent. Sam kicks to Paxson, open shot right of the key. Rimming, no, and the rebound to Lojas. Boston the ball up 1. Brian Shaw up court, throws it ahead to Akers, his shot blocked, foul called. Mark Akers shoots 2.
They're going into the post to Corzine and trying to take advantage of it. You think they might want to take advantage of Will Purdue in there, a little bit better passer, even though he's a rookie. Parish, the better shooter facing the hoop.
Will Purdue picks up the foul that puts Akers on the line. Cartwright and Jordan back for the Bulls. Purdue and Corzine are out. So it's a smaller group for the Bulls, and I'm sure we'll see pressure defense with Bird out of the game here. What do you think?
You would think, but I don't know. They have surprised me all year by not putting pressure on.
Akers hits the free throw. He's now 2 of 5 on the season. Boston by 2 with 11:01 remaining. Akers again. Nope. Long rebound cut off by Sam Vincent. So the Bulls back looking to tie. Vincent into the front court. Vincent drives it in from the left side underneath and lays it in to tie the game. Nice drive by Sam. So Vincent's 4 points here. The Bulls offense in the 4th quarter. Jim Paxson against John Paxson, top of the key. In the weave, Reggie Lewis. Down the lane, lays it up, foul called. Michael Jordan with his 4th. Reggie Lewis on the line to shoot 2.
Well, now you got Bird with 4 and Michael with 4, but we're into that 4th quarter with 10:40 to go. And a good move by Lewis. He goes across the lane and stops and comes back to the left, takes the bump by Michael. He'll shoot 2, and as he's going to shoot him, McHale will get to that bench.
Reggie Lewis hits the free throw. Boston in front by 1. So the Celtic bench, which was suspect, has given them just enough tonight. That's 13 points off the Boston bench so far in the game. Second one misses, and Cartwright the rebound. The Bulls have a chance to go back in front. Sam Vincent up court for the Bulls. They slow him down. Vincent turns on the dribble off to the left. Boston does a good job of stopping the ball. Michael Jordan on the drive in from the right, lays it in and draws the foul. 35 points for Jordan. Akers the foul, his second. 2 team fouls on Boston now.
You just hope that Michael's strong enough not to lose the ball as he goes around Paxson, comes in. Reggie Lewis took a swing. I thought Reggie had the foul, but it was on Akers, and Michael tries for 3.
Missed the free throw, and Akers the rebound. 84-83 Chicago. 10:22 for the game. Reggie Lewis into the front court. Hands the ball to Brian Shaw out front against Paxson. Wide left, Reggie Lewis. In it goes to McHale, low left against Cartwright. McHale's half hook, missed. Michael Jordan the rebound. Bulls come out with a 1-point lead. Jordan into the front court, behind the back move, right of the lane. Takes it off to the left. Outside is Vincent.
This lineup's been effective on occasion, Jimmy, that small lineup.
10 to shoot, though, and Sam Vincent still way out between the circles. Vincent has it now on the drive into the left corner. Jordan wide left, long outside shot on the way, rimming high, no good. Tip try won't go. Cartwright tipped again, missed. Rebound Akers. Boston the ball, looking for the lead with 9:40 left. Here's a pass tipped out of bounds by Brad Sellers, intended for Reggie Lewis. 19 on the shot clock, and the Celtics will throw in the left corner. On the sideline, Reggie Lewis to make the inbounds pass. Dead in the left corner. He looks to bring it in. He comes into McHale out to the left. Reggie Lewis holding it now left side, guarded by Jordan. Lewis on the drive, past Michael to the hoop, lays it up. Boston has the lead. Reggie Lewis scoring. Lewis has 7 points in the game. He came in averaging 6.5 through their first 2 games.
Their 2 guards look sensational, going to the hoop and then putting the brakes on.
Outside left is Vincent. Plays into Cartwright against Akers, and a foul on Akers from behind, his third. Boston with 3 team fouls.
Jim, this was going through my mind when I saw Akers guarding Cartwright. You've got to go and post up because they're going to call a foul on Akers. They're going to give the veteran a little bit more offensive leeway.
Robert Parish on his way to the scorer's table. The Bulls have it in play, down by 1. 9-10 left. Sellers off to the left again. They're trying to force it into Cartwright. They get it to him. Cartwright surrounded by Akers. Outside left is Vincent. Back into Cartwright. Left baseline jumper. Rimming no good. Lewis the rebound for Boston. Lewis up court to Jim Paxson. Paxson outside left against Vincent. Here's McHale with it top of the key. Swings it off to Reggie Lewis on the right wing. Reggie Lewis dumps it into Jim Paxson, and he has the layup, but he missed it, and the rebound fight. Loose ball foul on the Bulls. Sellers or Cartwright. Jack Madden makes the call.
Is that on Jordan?
Bill Cartwright picks up the foul. That's his 4th. The Bulls with 3 team fouls.
Allow the short shot in there by
Jim
Jim Paxson, and it rings around and comes right out. The Bulls pick up the foul on the offensive play.
So Boston has it in play. A quick start by the Bulls, but the Celtics have been in control since halftime. Here's a pass into Parish off his hand out of bounds. The Bulls have it, a big break. 8:36 remaining. Horace Grant in the game replacing Sellers, and Sam Vincent brings it up. Sam Vincent outside left against Brian Shaw. Vincent has stopped the dribble. Jordan with it now. 10 to shoot. Michael against Reggie Lewis, 6 on the clock. Jordan takes it left side, goes baseline. Fakes, comes back, shoots the hanging shot good from the left baseline against the red clock. Bulls have the lead. Paxson with it off to the left. Quick drive to the hoop, blaze it up, no good. Cartwright the rebound, lost it out of bounds, knocked out by Boston. 37 points for Michael Jordan in the game.
Funny thing is that Jim Paxson having a tough time scoring on his brother down low.
Yeah, he'll hear about that, won't he? John Paxson into the front court for the Bulls, who lead by 1 with 7:55 left.
Parish and Cartwright really going at it.
Here's a pass into Cartwright to the hoop from the left. He's fouled, and Bill Cartwright on the line to shoot 2. Boston is over the limit now.
That's Shaw coming in to help out.
4 fouls on Brian Shaw.
I'm going to tell you something. Cartwright and Parish, they go at it pretty good, and Bill doesn't back away, takes it hard to the hoop and gets fouled by Brian Shaw. This is something we never saw by seeing Cartwright only come off the bench a little bit. This guy is a tough fighter for position.
Cartwright with 9 rebounds tonight to go with his 6 points. Offers the first one, good. Cartwright is now 13 of 18 on the season from the free throw line. The Bulls lead by 2 with 7:49 left. Dennis Johnson coming back in. So a steady trickle by Jimmy Rogers with his veteran players. Cartwright misses the second one, but Horace Grant the rebound. The Bulls have a shot. A 3 by Paxson, right wing. Good!
Yeah.
John Paxson sends another 250 to Charitables from True Value, and the Bulls lead by 5 with 7:36 left. A timeout taken by Boston. 90-85 is the score on the Bulls Basketball Network. Here's the lineup on WLUP AM 1000. Jonathan Brandmeier in the morning, Kevin Matthews middays, Steve Dahl and Gary Meyer in the afternoons, and Chet Kopic on sports weeknights. And the Bulls. It's an unbeatable lineup on WLUP AM 1000. Larry Bird and Dennis Johnson return for Boston. They join Reggie Lewis, Robert Parish, and Kevin McHale. The Bulls lineup is Grant, Cartwright, Sellers, Paxson, and Jordan. 7:36 left, and the Bulls up 5. Boston has it in play. Dennis Johnson between the circles. Reggie Lewis off to the right against Jordan. McHale gives to Dennis Johnson left to the lane. 10 to shoot. Here's Bird getting free over Sellers. In it goes to McHale. Low right against Horace Grant. McHale's lean-in flip. He banked it in. He had him in the torture chamber. 21 for Kevin McHale. Boston within 3. Outside left is Paxson, looking in for Cartwright. Jordan has it now. Michael feeds it right side to Sellers. Back to Jordan. A 3-pointer by Michael. Good from the top of the key. Michael with 40, and another 250 to Charitables from True Value, and the Bulls are up 6. McHale low right against Horace Grant. McHale backs in, throws it up, offensive foul. No, traveling is a call on Kevin McHale. Good job by Horace. He held his own defensively against him that time.
Oh, man.
6:47 remaining. The Bulls trying to do what they haven't done since March of '85, win a game on this floor, and they've played a lot of them. They've played 4 playoff games during that stretch.
They were able to pick up one up in Hartford, but
right,
that was a different situation.
They lost twice here last year. John Paxson brings it up for the Bulls. Horace Grant feeds Paxson out to the left against Dennis Johnson. Now to Horace down the lane to the left, in on Parish. Can't get a shot away. Jordan, left corner shot on the way. Rim's no good. Boston the rebound. Bird falls down with the ball. Flips it off to Reggie Lewis, though. Celtics into the front court. Dennis Johnson off to the left side, guarded by Paxson. DJ looks low for McHale. Gets it to him, guarded by Sellers this time. Kevin McHale out to Reggie Lewis. He traveled. Reggie Lewis trying to make his drive down the lane.
Good cover up by the Bulls without an illegal defense, Jim. Shifting over, taking the open man. Lewis saw the opening, tried to go after it, but his feet went before the ball hit the floor.
So with 6:17 remaining, and the Bulls in front by 6, they have the ball as John Paxson brings it up. Paxson and Jordan have rained 3-pointers tonight on the Celtics. Jordan has it off to the left against Lewis. Michael around a pick by Cartwright. Backs it out, now guarded by Parish. Jordan's fadeaway left wing. Rimming, no. Larry Bird, the Boston rebound. Lost the ball, picks it up and gives to Dennis Johnson. Inside of 6 minutes for the game. Again, the Bulls need a defensive stop. Dennis Johnson, top of the key. Swings it left to Reggie Lewis. Lewis against Jordan. Bounce pass into McHale. Left hand, lead in, flip good, and a foul on Horace Grant. Kevin McHale with 23. Horace Grant with his second foul.
Well, McHale showed everybody going down the lane, laying it off the glass. This time he comes back, gives it a little flip in. It looks a little bit like an old George Gervin finger tip roll underhand in. McHale tries to complete the 3-point play. He's hit 3 in a row from that stripe.
All in the first half, though, and his free throw here is in. Kevin McHale with 24. Boston within 3. 5:40 left. John Paxson up court against Dennis Johnson. 14,890 making some noise in the Boston Garden. Their 373rd consecutive sellout. Double post to the right. Horace Grant has it top of the key. Shot clock at 8. Jordan off to the right side against Lewis. Baseline right, hesitation move. 3 on the clock. Michael in the lane gets a pass away to Sellers. Got a foul called on the pass off. They're over the limit. 2 shots for Michael Jordan. Dennis Johnson with the foul, his second.
Boy, Michael has hit a couple shots right at the buzzer. That time he drew a foul right at the buzzer, went into the lane, had nowhere to go. But the great body control he displayed, picked up the foul from Dennis Johnson, who was actually guarding Paxson, but tried to help his teammate out.
I've got Michael with 40, right? His free throw is good. 41. The Bulls lead by 4, 94-90.
Back.
Jordan again, rimming good.
He's back.
42. Bulls up 5 with 5:18 left. Dennis Johnson right side, Paxson guarding him. Robert Parish low post to the right against Cartwright. Parish a jump pass out to Lewis. Bird has it now, fakes on Sellers, drives into the lane. A foul call before the shot. It's on Brad Sellers. That's his 4th. Bird shoots 2. The Bulls are over the limit.
I'd still rather have it this way because that ball went in the hole. So Brad on the drive picks the foul up.
Jack Madden had a completely different look than you and I at that play. We couldn't tell if there was contact. Bird drills the free throw. That's 15 points for Bird on the night. He came in averaging 28. He is 9 of 9 free throwing on the season. Boston within 4 and 5:06 left. Second one right through. The Celtics are within 3.
Press.
Full court press. Bulls have it in play to Horace Grant. Jordan has it now into the front court against Reggie Lewis. Off to the left. Michael outside left against Reggie Lewis. Horace Grant has it out high against Bird. Jordan with it now, 8 on the shot clock. Michael left side against Lewis, drives it baseline left, gets inside, missed a shot. Rebound fight, tipped out of bounds by Parish. The Bulls get the ball with 4:44 left.
That time, I think Horace helped keep it alive. Michael drove in hard, got the shot blocked. Brad the inbound.
From the left baseline with a brand new shot clock. Sellers looks, he brings it into Paxson. Inside pass to Cartwright, knocked out of bounds by Parish. The Bulls will throw in now with 22 seconds on the shot clock. Brad Sellers in the left corner. Comes into Paxson again, outside to the left against Dennis Johnson. Paxson bounce pass into Cartwright against Parish. Sellers top of the key, right corner Jordan. Reggie Lewis on him. 12 to shoot. Here's Cartwright, spins free of Parish and lays it in. Bill Cartwright puts the Bulls up by 5 with 4:23 remaining. Reggie Lewis off to the left, a standing dribble at the stripe. Lob pass into Parish. Lewis on the cut by, underneath fakes and lays it in.
They stop, they put the brakes on. They don't go right with the layup.
Lewis has 9. Boston stays within 3. 4:05 left. Paxson controlling for the Bulls against Dennis Johnson. Jordan outside left against Lewis. Inside pass out of bounds off Cartwright's hands. Boston now with a chance to cut it to 1 and 3:58 left. They can tie with a long one. They haven't been shooting long ones, though. Dennis Johnson left side has stopped the dribble. There's McHale doubled in the post to the left. Jump pass. Jordan another steal. He's got a breakaway. Michael Jordan all the way to the hoop for the tomahawk dunk.
9 steals for Michael.
The Bulls lead by 5 with 3:36 remaining. 44 points for Jordan. 99-94. Timeout Boston. Back after these messages on the Bulls Basketball Network. Remember, Bulls and AT&T have teamed up this year to provide fans with the opportunity to make free long-distance calls during selected home games. Fans receive AT&T coupons that enable them to make calls anywhere in the continental U.S. for up to 3 minutes for free. Join the Bulls and AT&T as they go the distance. Boy, what a competitor, Michael Jordan. 9 steals tonight. His last steal led to a breakaway dunk, and he's got 44 points on the night. Boston has it in play. Dennis Johnson off to the left. Picks up the dribble. Bird has it now. 18-footer out front, right through. Larry Bird brings the Celtics within 3. 3:17 remaining. Bird has 18 points on the night. John Paxson hounded by Dennis Johnson. Sellers out high left against Bird. 12 on the clock. Sellers has lost the dribble after 1 bounce. Jordan comes way out to get it. 7 to shoot. Michael left side against Reggie Lewis. To the hoop from the left. Scoops the shot up, around and out. Ball tipped out of bounds by Boston. The Bulls have it. Man, that was close to a goaltend. Looked like Robert Parish raked it out of the cylinder almost. So the Bulls with a new shot clock and 2:55 remaining. Sellers will throw in baseline right. Sellers looking to bring it in. Triggers to Paxson in the right corner. John Paxson on the dribble out front. Cartwright out high right. Gives it up to Horace Grant. 15 to shoot. Jordan with it off to the right. Michael fakes the long one. He's fouled by Reggie Lewis. Good thing, because Michael had dribbled the ball off his leg, but Lewis popped Michael in the eye, or in the mouth, I should say.
Reggie Lewis knew Michael was going to do something, but he reaches in and he does get him across the body and the arm. But
Bulls get a break. That's a bad call.
Jim, you talked about them tuning up from long distance. You know, they're 2 for 6 this year, and 2 of those 3 are for Danny Ainge, and he's not here.
Larry Bird has not attempted a three-pointer this season. Jordan hits the free throw. That's 45 points for Michael. The Bulls lead 196. 2:41 left. Jordan delivers again. That's in. Chicago up 5. Bulls need a defensive stop. Dennis Johnson into the front court to the right against Paxson. Here's Bird free at the foul line. Takes it left. Fadeaway shot on the way. Bank no good. Horace Grant the rebound. Now Michael Jordan brings it up. The Bulls trying to wind some clock here. 2:25 left. They lead by 5. Paxson in the front court against Dennis Johnson. 12 to shoot. Pax takes it left side, gives the Sellers wide left. Back out to Paxson. Jordan free, open jumper right wing, rimming, no. Larry Bird, the Celtics rebound. Up court he plays to Dennis Johnson. Here's Reggie Lewis down the lane to the hoop, misses the layup. Rebound tipped in by McHale. Kevin McHale with 26. A new season high for McHale. Boston within 3 and 1:55 left. John Paxson up court for the Bulls, outside left. Sellers has it top of the key. Jordan with it now to the right against Reggie Lewis. 10 to shoot. Michael to the hole. Dishes it left side to Grant. He chases it into the corner. 5 on the clock. John Paxson trying to get free. Force-up shot, rimming, no good. Rebound, Robert Parish. Boston has a chance to cut it to 1. Bird open. Goes into the right corner. Takes it right of the lane, fadeaway shot, rimming, no good. Rebound, tip try, no good. Sellers clears it, covers up the ball. McHale reaches in, now Jordan has it, 1:20 remaining. Woo! Michael Jordan comes into the front court, 101-98 Chicago. Jordan off to the left against Lewis. Michael working around a Horace Grant screen, 8 to shoot. Jordan against Reggie Lewis, spins baseline, comes up shooting. Yes, sir! Michael Jordan puts the Bulls up by 5. Timeout Boston. 64 seconds remaining. 103-98 Bulls. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network. Friday night, the Bulls home against the New Jersey Nets. 7:30 simulcast on the Loop, AM 1000 and Sports Vision. As the Bulls will be looking for their first home court victory of the young season. Tonight, they are trying for their second win on the road. And if they get it, they will square their record at 2-2. They lead by 5 with 1:04 left. And as they have done so often in the last 4 years, they have ridden the broad shoulders of Michael Jordan tonight. He has been Superman. 48 points in the game, 9 steals, 3 block shots.
15 out of 21 of their points in this quarter.
The Bulls come out with Cartwright, Grant, Sellers, Jordan, and Paxson. Boston has Bird, Lewis, McHale, Parish, and Dennis Johnson. Larry Bird will throw in at the timeline. 1:04 remaining. Bird comes into Dennis Johnson. DJ working left on Paxson. Outside left is Reggie Lewis, and it goes to Parish. Parish in the low hole, fade away over Cartwright, missing. Rebound tipped by Horace Grant to John Paxson. The Bulls the ball, 50 seconds left. They lead by 5. The Bulls going for their first win here since March of '85. Paxson outside to the left against Dennis Johnson. 12 to shoot. Right side, Michael Jordan, 10 on the clock, 37 on the big one. Jordan on the drive, in on Lewis, to the hoop, scoops the reverse, no, tip try, good, Cartwright. Bill Cartwright puts the Bulls up by 7 with 32 seconds left. The Bulls carrying the banner of the Central Division tonight, trying to halt the 45-game winning streak by Boston against Central Division teams on this floor. Here's McHale's flip hook, good. Boston within 5, 23 seconds left.
And they're leaving, Jim.
Blocking foul on Kevin McHale, so the Bulls have evened their record at 2-2. And have they done it the hard way by going on the road and winning 2 out of 3 tough road games against the NBA's Atlantic Division?
I remember in the playoffs, I think it was the last game, when Dennis Johnson or Bird said Michael will not get 50 again against us. Well, stay tuned for these 2 free throws.
He's sitting on 48 right now. Jimmy Rogers looking at his club, decimated by injuries. No Danny Ainge. Bird playing sore. Dennis Johnson playing with an injury as well. Michael with 49 after he drops in that first free throw. The Bulls up 6, 22 seconds left. Last year, the Bulls and Celtics split 6 games. Jordan again. That's in.
He's back.
He's got 50. Timeout taken by Boston. Back after these messages on the Bulls Network.
March 25.
Well, the Celtics are about to fall to 1-2 after 3 games. I wonder when the last time Boston was under the 500 mark at any stage of the year. I'll bet it was way back before 79-80 when Larry Bird arrived on the scene. 107-100 Bulls with 22 seconds left.
Well, they've had 60 consecutive regular season months in the Bird era
Over
of 50%
500.
basketball.
Yeah.
But Michael Jordan has keyed him up with 50, tuned him up here with 50. And I want to tell you something. Cartwright had 40 minutes last night. Michael had 39. A tough physical game. We can't stress it enough against the Knicks. And Billy Cartwright has come back strong, along with John Paxson finishing up at Michael's opposite guard.
We've seen Michael do this before on the road. Remember last year when everybody was dead tired and he carried him in Utah?
Absolutely.
Oh, man. And he's done it again tonight. They come in, play to Jim Paxson against Jordan off to the right. Here's a foul on Sellers trying to guard McHale out of the play with 19 seconds left. Brad Sellers with 5. Kevin McHale, who's perfect in 4 free throw attempts, has 28 points in the game. on the line to shoot 2.
Well, okay, Kevin's going to go up there, but I like that play. That took some time off. Bulls will get it back. You don't get a chance for 3. They were trying to set Bird up for 3, but you'll see some pressure here as McHale 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Maybe he'll miss the second one. McHale's first one is right through. Brad Lohas coming in for Boston. The lead is 6 right now.
So they go with a big rebounder now in Lohas.
I think Doug Collins wants to talk about this, what they're going to do. I couldn't see. Our cameraman was here. Did Boston take this 20 or the Bulls? Anyway, they know there's going to be pressure, and I think Doug Collins wants to make sure his team understands how to get that ball in play.
It almost tips you off a little bit of what they want to do. They take Jim Paxson out, who might be a better presser than Brad Lohas, but Lohas is going to be on the free throw line, so we may see McHale, who's 5 for 5 from the line,
shoot to miss.
Try to shoot to miss, and we've seen the Bulls work on that play, that rebounding play off of free throw. So a big line with Lohas at 7 feet, Kevin McHale at 6'11", and Parish over 7 feet.
Now remember, McHale has to hit the rim.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Let's see if that's going to happen. McHale shoots for the miss. He does hit the rim. Lohas the rebound, and a foul on Cartwright with 17 seconds left. Bill Cartwright with his 5th.
You know, he played that perfectly. He hit the backboard with such force that it hit the rim coming back off, and that disrupts the natural rebounding tendency of the ball. And the big man that they put in, so Jimmy Rogers with a good move. Now Lohas will shoot 2. He'll try to make 1 and do the same thing with 17 seconds.
Boston Garden is about half full. Lohas free throw around and in. The Celtics are within 5.
Now
107-102, and Lohas, let's see if he's shooting for the miss. He gets the rebound and follows it up. No good. Ball on the floor. Sellers has it. Off to Jordan. 13 seconds left, and Reggie Lewis fouls Michael Jordan. We said after the first quarter that Michael Jordan was on target for a 52-point game. He goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 50.
Well, I'll tell you what, they worked what they wanted. McHale split a pair of free throws. They got the ball back, and Lohas got fouled. He made the first one, and he got his own rebound back. Threw it up and was short, and they got the ball to Michael, and Lewis fouled him, and the rest should be history here as Michael a chance with 12 seconds to put those 51 and 52 on.
You really need to go up by 7. His free throw rims in. It's a 6-point lead because you're playing possessions now. It's 2 possessions for Boston right now and a timeout taken.
3-point players.
Yep, they're getting some 3-point shooters on the floor because they're within 6. We'll keep it here with 12 seconds left. Michael Jordan will be back on the line. If he hits the second free throw, that means Boston has to have 3 possessions in 12 seconds, and that's highly unlikely.
Jim, we got a couple scores let me run in here. New York 96, Washington 89 in the fourth quarter. And Cleveland 87-76 against the Los Angeles Clippers. That's also in the fourth quarter. Another fourth quarter score. Atlanta 82 over Detroit 80. Milwaukee 48, Philadelphia 46. That's in the second period. And Miami trails San Antonio by 4, 47-43. That's in the second quarter.
That's in San Antonio. And last night, the Miami Heat gave the Dallas Mavericks all they could handle. It was a 4-point game, Dallas a winner. And that Cleveland score is the Cavaliers' home opener. I imagine the Richfield Coliseum is, well, their version of Rolling Thunder with about 20,000 people there. It's been a
Jimmy,
Michael Jordan special here tonight, Redhead.
It has. Michael had some real highlights here. He came down with a 3-point play earlier and nothing but net as those banners were hanging high from the rafters. Michael ran back after that one and sensed the steal. He came up with his 9th steal, and after he got it, he said, let me see if I can get a 10 in it. No, I only get 2. But he did an outstanding job. And crossover dribbles and poor Reggie Lewis. I mean, he worked as hard as he can. Michael right at the buzzer, the clock flashed off as he hit the shot.
That was with 64 seconds left, and that really nailed it down for the Bulls. But they could still use this extra free throw here, as their lead is 6 with 12 seconds left. Boston has Ramon Rivas coming into the lineup. 6'10". Mark Akers is also in. And they have Grandison out there. Ron Grandison, 6'8" rookie. Michael Jordan trying to nail it down here with his second free throw. 52, just what we said after the first quarter tonight. 10 seconds left into the front court is Shaw. Jim Paxton in the right corner. Feeds it underneath to Shaw. His hook shot is in. Brian Shaw with a career-high 18. But only 5 seconds remaining now. Horace Grant throws it into Sam Vincent ahead of the pack. Vincent on the drive. Takes it into the left corner. 1 second. He's fouled by Jim Paxton, and the Bulls have upset the Boston Celtics tonight on the famed parquet floor. So Sam Vincent will be on the line. Doug Collins is a happy guy. I'll tell you what. His team has had some adversity. He's going to get Jack Haley coming into the lineup.
Jumping Jack Flash Haley.
And Jack Haley is so juiced just to be on the floor here. He is really enjoying this big league business, isn't he?
Came in for Michael Jordan, and he can tell people about the great hand he got when he made his entrance into the Boston Garden in a win as Sam knocks the free throw in.
Has to be feeling pretty good for Sam Vincent, the former Celtic. Sam Vincent rims the second one, no good. Rivas the rebound as the game comes to an end, and the Bulls march off. 6-point winners tonight over Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics. As the Bulls came in here knowing that Boston was beat up, they had Danny Ainge out, but sorry about that. That's the way it goes in this game. The Bulls win it tonight, 110-104. We'll be back to recap it after these messages on the Bulls Network. For the first time since March of 1985, the Bulls are a winner on the Boston Garden parquet floor as they beat the Celtics 110-104 tonight. And the Budweiser player of the game, who else? Michael Jordan. Listen to these numbers. 52 points, 9 steals, 3 rebounds, 2 block shots. He was 18 for 33 from the floor, and he balanced it out nicely. He had 25 points in the first half, 27 in the second, as he leads the Bulls to their second victory of the season. They're now 2-2. And Michael Jordan got some support tonight offensively. Horace Grant with 13. Sam Vincent had 13. Bill Cartwright with 11 points, so 4 Chicago players in double figures. As for Boston, Kevin McHale with a season-high 29. Larry Bird and Brian Shaw had 18, and of course for rookie Brian Shaw, that's a career high. The Bulls were up 10 in the first half. Boston came back and took the lead in the third quarter. The Celtics were able to hold on to a 1-point lead at the end of 3, but then in the fourth quarter tonight, behind 19 points by Michael Jordan, the Bulls outscored the Celtics 32-25 to win this ball game by 6.